and your plan is Matias Michelli top 6, I'm terrified of what the outcome of the Toronto Maple Leafs season is.
For sure. I'm looking at Mason Marchment was out there. They make roughly the same amount of money. Why wouldn't
1.2 different?
Why wouldn't you go get Marchment?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that would have been way better.
Why?
Were they trying to?
Please tell me they were.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Please tell me that when you thought of his availability, you pictured him playing against the Florida Panthers.
Yeah, I think you have to, at some point, you have to have talent on your team. I said on the show, I've been worried about they're getting a lot of bottom 6 guys and not a whole lot of talent in with pitch out the door. At least he's someone who can make a play or two. But I get your point that it's like, I still want...
I want playmaking.
They need a hurdle.
Right?
They need someone like that.
Yeah, and I'd gladly give him a chance to prove his playmaking ability because he's got shooters in Tavares, Nylander, and Matthews. And Mitch is the one that fed them, all of them, at some point, either the power play or on a 5-on-5 or a 6-on-5 when they needed a goal. Okay? That guy's gone now. So who's picking up those pieces, and what is that power play going to look like without Mitch Marner?
Get ready for Morgan Riley talk.
I do think that's maybe the most interesting question here is, are they going to address, are they going to say, hey, we need another guy at the top of the power play? The Marner or the Riley experiment, you just can't do it again anymore. You can't do it anymore. We've seen
maybe Oliver Ekman-Larsson again. To try that again.
Doesn't sound he's going anywhere soon.
Riley.
No.
Yeah. But I just don't think you can run your top unit.
I would bet that they've had conversations with him and his representation on possibly moving, but the sense that I get is like...
No shot?
I wouldn't say no shot. I'd say not right now.
Yeah. They also just had a kid. They also recently married. Like, it's, a tough time to be like, yeah, wherever you want. Just fire me around.
Yeah.
So
you almost got to put him back on right now. On the power play is the top guy. It was Marner. He's gone. Who's left?
No. It is him.
Or Oliver Ekman-Larsson.
Yeah.
That's your option if you want to do that. But I'm not sure that you want to do that. We should maybe take a break and reset.
All right.
We're back. 2 hours today. Still plenty of meat on the bone on our Leaf Hour edition of the Real Kipper and Bourne Show. Don't go away. To the Real Kipper and Bourne Show, Leaf Hour edition. July 1st, NHL signing season. I don't know. I didn't look at my computer during the break. I was just watching you eat a chocolate. Anything happening?
I'm just looking up Michael Pezzetta's hockeyfights.com page.
So,
can I tell you why?
Yeah.
I like that Ryan Reeves got here at the end of his fighting career. He didn't want to fight.
He didn't want to fight it.
He was done.
So he's still under contract.
Yeah, he is.
So we assume that they're just going to bury him in the Marlies all season long. Pizzetta comes in and
well, I wonder if there's a team that wants him.
Can he play?
Anyway.
Can he play every day?
Who? Pizzetta?
Pizzetta can play
every day. But he couldn't in Montreal?
Fourth line. I don't know. I think it's a preference thing. It depends what you want to do. But the Leafs have the nicest guys on the earth on their team. And this is my thing with Pizzetta. It's just like, you've played against guys. You've been that guy.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, God, they have that one idiot who just stopped making eye contact with him. No, sorry. I didn't mean to call you an idiot. I didn't mean to call you an idiot. I mean, that one guy who's
I wish I had more of an idiot reputation. Maybe I would have even had more room.
Right. But that's what I mean. Like, there's like, God, don't look at him because he's going to say something. He's going to punch you in the mouth.
His eyes are going to cross. His mouth is going to foam. It's going to be...
Like, what did he fight? 9 times last year? The year before it was 9 times. Like, he's not a perfect player. He doesn't win every fight. I'm just saying that I've been dying for the Leafs to have someone who wants
Does
to
that
be
mean no room for a Tanev? Does it mean that Tanner Janot is thought out there? That type of player is no longer needed.
He's on the Bruins.
No, I know that. But that type of player, you seeking out another type of player like that, or is it just enough now that, and let's give some love to Steve Lawrence as well, who signed a 3-year deal
Yes.
at 1.35, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the exact Ryan Reeves
Which
contract.
I think if you want to lump in Tavares and Nyes possibly leaving a little money on the table, this guy did too.
Lorenz did.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
he's.
I said yesterday
Why-
that he'd be
why would-
4.5 or something.
Why
That's a
wouldn't
little
you?
cheaper.
Why wouldn't you? If you didn't, why wouldn't you cross over the threshold of July 1st just to see what's out there? And there were multiple teams interested in him. He did enough last year to say that he's worthy of a 3-year deal, but I think he could have pushed 1.5, 1.75, but he didn't because he wanted to be a Maple Leaf.
Yeah, and I love a lot of what he can be. I actually was frustrated last year that he didn't get any opportunity up the lineup. Right, there was no day.
They did once.
Did they once where?
Played with Matthews tomorrow.
For what? Like for a game?
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
a what period?
Yeah. I thought he's a guy who could probably handle a little bit more. I like his ability. And, big, great forechecker. He
Yeah.
can get pucks for guys. So, yeah.
Is that
Bury it if you have to, but you don't have
Lawton and
Cam,
to. No,
no,
Kampf is gone.
Camp's gone.
Yarncroc,
Gone.
gone.
Well, they're going to try to get rid of them.
This is the office space
Yeah.
needed. What about Nahir? He's gone. Gone.
So that's
Not gonna be
2/3
here
of the fourth
anymore.
line, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the fourth line
They got a lot of guys who look good.
has a chance to be fun.
So the one is perplexing to me is my guy, Pontus Holmberg.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, let's talk about this.
Restricted free agent.
Mm-hmm.
How did they
And-
not
To me,
qualify him?
this is
Did
like
Chief and Treliving not talk?
so weird.
But they didn't
Because-
play Campbell playoffs for this guy.
He's 6'3", 6'2", or 6'3".
He's 220 pounds.
220
He's strong as a
pounds.
bull.
He gets in people's way, and you can't qualify this guy.
He plays 60 games.
He's got 160. You've developed him. You've brought him up. You've made room for him.
He
He's
played 70 games last year.
check to see if another team's already signed him. I would grab this guy.
He's all right. He's all right.
No. It's not that
He's okay.
It's not, but he's okay enough, Sammy, where he has value. Don't give him away for free.
If they, right now, you saw Holmberg got 1-by-1 for the Leafs, you'd be like, yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, that's a bit.
No, but it's not. He's got better numbers than 1-1.
I think so.
Oh yeah. I think I wouldn't be surprised to see a team offer him today or tomorrow or I don't know, end of July, like 175.
Really?
He's got 160 games under his belt. He's played. He's got some value.
Yeah. I mean,
And
he's a
if
good
you-
penalty
and
killer.
if you listen to
I know,
Matthews,
Sam, I know.
if you listen to Matthews and Marner, they loved him.
Well, they think he's more talented than the opportunity. He is the single worst
But
player around the net.
If you
that I've
ask
ever
me,
seen.
He's playing with the broom balls.
Yeah.
if you ask me, like, who's not going to get qualified, he'd be at the bottom of my list.
Yeah.
Right?
The
Nick
only
Robertson is going to get qualified.
The only confusing part for me is the matchup of what the management thinks of him versus what the coach thought of him.
Is this
because,
like take the toy away?
because
territory?
the coach had him
But the
in the top
coach-
6 multiple
He
different
played
times.
on the second line.
The,
In
Yes.
the coach and Brad Treliving are the two hockey guys making a lot of key decisions.